Hi boys and girls, it's Mr. Wittreich and Sloan again. I'm going to read another Puffin book, The Day My Dogs Became Guys. This book is by Merrill Markee, and the pictures are by Eric Brace. I hope you enjoy. The Day My Dogs Became Guys. "7 a.m. The alarm clock went off, but Carrie couldn't move. He was buried alive by sleeping dogs. Butch was on his head, Old Ed was on his legs, and big fat Dee Dee was on his chest, snoring loudly. 'You guys move,' he yelled. 'I'm losing all the feeling in my limbs.' Finally, everyone got up and went outside for their morning walk. As usual, Carrie had to use all his strength to hold Butch back from chasing cars. Meanwhile, Dee Dee kept trying to eat the neighbor's garbage. Old Ed just wanted to lie down on the road and go back to sleep. That's kind of what Sloan does to me every night. By the time they were finished, Carrie was way behind schedule. He gulped his breakfast fast as the dogs stared at him enviously, trying to look as though they hadn't eaten in years. Long, rubbery drools leaked from Butch and Old Ed, while Dee Dee walked around doing an impression of a vacuum cleaner, making sure she inhaled every crumb of fallen food. "Down," Corey scolded Butch. "You guys get your dinner later." "They woke up twice last night, growling like lunatics at the squirrels," Mom sighed. "I wish they were people so we could make them understand things once and for all," said Carrie, and he ran off to catch the school bus. At school, Mr. Dalpney told them about the total eclipse of the sun that was going to happen that afternoon at 3:30. For a short period of time, the moon was going to cast a shadow over the sun that would make it look like evening in the middle of the day. She showed them how to make a special eclipse viewer out of a piece of cardboard. Long ago, ancient people believed eclipses were magic and caused strange things to happen, she said. And then she let everyone out of class 5 minutes early for no reason at all. When Carrie got home, his mother was headed out the door. "I'm just going down the street to give these books back to Mrs. Glebner," she said, handing him a cookie. "Do me a favor and take the dogs out for a little walk." "Okay," said Carrie, as he was greeted by all three. In fact, they were so eager to let him know how they felt about the whole walk idea that they almost knocked him over. And then the world went dark. "Don't worry," said Carrie. "It's just an eclipse." When his eyes adjusted to the dark, what he saw made him gasp. Where three slobbering leaping dogs had just been seconds before, there were now three strange and very eager human beings. "Come on, let's go for that walk," said a big teenage punk, pulling Carrie toward the door. "Yeah," said a fat woman as she showered him with sloppy kisses. "But how about a snack first?" "Preferably something in a meat," said a grouchy old man. "Who are you?" Carrie asked, stunned. "I'm Butch," said the big kid. "Give me your cookie." No, I beg you," said the old man, starting to drool. "Give that cookie to me. I'm Ed, and I'm not getting any younger. I need my strength." "And I am starving to death," said the fat lady, rushing over, grabbing the cookie out of Carrie's hand and shoving the entire thing into her mouth. "I'm Dee Dee," she added, spraying the area with crumbs. "This is too weird," said Carrie. "You guys have the same names as my dogs. Where are my dogs anyway?" Something very strange was beginning to dawn on him. "Why do I think you guys used to be my dogs?" he whispered, sitting down, which was Big Fat Dee Dee's cue to lie down on him and fall asleep. "Get off me," he yelled. "And where do you to think you're going? To get something to eat, said Ed, as he and Butch tried to sneak into the kitchen. And then out for a walk, said Butch. By the time Carrie caught up to them, they were polishing off the rest of a new box of cookies. Good snack, said Butch, grinning. At the same moment, Dee Dee made a discovery that thrilled her. Now, she could not only open the refrigerator by herself, she could practically crawl inside. What are you doing? Carrie cried. That's when he noticed that Ed had opened the kitchen window. Hey you, get out of here, Ed began yelling. Squirrels! Yes, I'm talking to you, scum, creeps. Get out of that tree now. You can't yell out that window like that, Carrie said. Plus, maybe now you'll understand me when I tell you that no one besides you cares if there are squirrels in the trees. But before Carrie could stop Ed, he noticed that Dee Dee had removed a whole roast turkey from the refrigerator. Dee Dee, put that back, he yelled. That's for Mother's dinner party. But something even worse was taking place. Butch was headed out the back door alone. Oh no, said Carrie. Ed, Dee Dee, help me. We've got to catch him before he gets lost. Dee Dee, I told you to put that pot roast down. You told me to put the turkey down, she sobbed Dee Dee. You mean I can't have the pot roast either? Both of you, come now. Butch is getting away. Reluctantly, Ed and Dee Dee followed Carrie across the yard. I'm tired, whined Ed, lying down to take a nap. I'm starving to death, sobbed Dee Dee, plunging into the nearest garbage can. Then Carrie spotted Butch. He was right next door at the base of Mr. Minzy's tree, jumping up and down like a crazy person. Stupid moron squirrels, he was screaming. Come down from there and fight me. Young man, get out of my yard right now, Mr. Minzy shouted from the window. Get out or I'm going to call the police. He's sorry, Carrie yelled at Mr. Minzy. Sorry for what? Butch yelled back. I'm just trying to rid the neighborhood of squirrels, which is when Mr. Minzy turned on the sprinklers. Ed, Dee Dee, help me get him out of here, Carrie pleaded, grabbing Butch and getting soaked. But Ed and Dee Dee, sopping wet, were heading home. Before Carrie could go after them, Butch broke free and ran out into the street. Don't chase that car, yelled Carrie. Are you crazy? Crazy, Butch yelled back. Look for yourself. It's getting away. Now Carrie was really tired and fed up. He screamed at Butch, the way you used to do when Butch was a puppy. Bad boy, he shouted. You come here now. And to his great surprise, Butch froze in his tracks and then came to Carrie sheepishly. When they got back to the house, Carrie noticed the back door was open. Even worse, in the corner of the yard, under a lemon tree, was big fat Dee Dee finishing off the roast turkey. Old Ed was under the picnic table with the last of the 3-pound block of cheddar cheese in his mouth. Mom bought that food for a dinner party tonight, Carrie gasped. What am I going to tell her? I guess I could at least try to clean everyone off before she gets home. But how? It didn't seem right to hose Ed, Dee Dee, and Butch off outside the way he usually did, so he reluctantly led them inside and upstairs into the bathroom. Okay, said Carrie, let's start with Ed. No, why do I have to go first? Ed shrieked, disappearing into the closet. Okay, Butch, asked Carrie. No way, said Butch, disappearing under the bed. Right on his heels was Dee Dee, scrambling hard, but barely wedging her big fat body under there. You guys are making such a big deal out of nothing, Carrie told them. I take a bath every single day. Look, Dee Dee, if you agree to go first, I might be persuaded to throw in a couple of cookies. Really? Dee Dee asked cautiously. Well, okay, except I can't get out. I'm stuck. Just then, Carrie heard his mother coming through the front door. Carrie, where are you? He could hear her footsteps going into the kitchen. Goodness, what happened in here? I'll be right down, Mom, called Carrie, feeling weak. You guys better be quiet if you know what's good for you. Everyone, stay. When he arrived at the scene of the crime, his mother was staring, stunned. Her mouth hung open. What happened in here? She finally whispered. Well, Carrie stalled for a time. I had a very hard day at school, and while you were gone, I got so hungry. I really needed a snack. A snack is one thing, but look at this place, Carrie's mom cried. Did you forget that in about an hour, 6 people are coming for dinner? How could you? Why would you do this to me? Her face was so full of disappointment. Carrie knew he had to say something. But what? Mom, if you really want to know what went on here, I think you'd better come upstairs and look in my room. As they went upstairs, Carrie noticed the sky was getting lighter. The eclipse must be about over, he thought. Sorry he hadn't made a viewer. Mom, I think you'd better take a deep breath. Together, Carrie and his mother stepped into Carrie's bedroom, where they saw 3 really, really muddy dogs. Carrie couldn't believe his eyes. He knew he had to think fast. What happened was they got loose, and I tried to catch them, and Mr. Minzy got mad and turned on his sprinkler. While he talked, Carrie scanned the room for the others. The people he'd left behind just a few minutes ago. What a horrible mess. Carrie's mother shook her head. Look, I can't deal with this now. I have to get to the store, and you had better give them all a bath. She turned to leave. And Carrie, for heaven's sake, the next time you want a snack, come talk to me first. 3 pounds of cheese is just plain bad for you. When his mother had gone, Carrie checked in the closets and under the rugs. He checked in the bathroom, he checked under the bed. All that he found were the 3 filthy dogs trying to avoid a bath. I don't know what happened exactly, said Carrie, but boy, oh boy, I'll tell you one thing. I am very relieved that you guys are dogs again, because you are some pretty good dogs, but you are some really terrible people. And then he took Dee Dee by the collar and dragged her into the bathroom, and whether she liked it or not, he gave her a nice warm bath. Sometimes I wonder what little Sloane would do if she was a human. I hope you enjoyed the story, boys and girls. I'll talk to you next time.